Hello everyone, and welcome back to Outlast 2.
There's gotta be another way.
And it seems the bridge into town is out. Last time we were thrust right in, wasting absolutely no time, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it with compression, but I did see a couple of dark figures scurry across in the fog. To be honest, I'm not really sure why we even want to go back into town, considering Lynn was taken by the heretics in the woods. But maybe that's the only way. Doesn't seem like there's anything in this wheelbarrow. Honestly, anytime you approach a container in this game, there's always a sense of dread for what you're going to find inside. Just as I have a sense of dread for what we're going to find in this canyon down here. Besides even more dead birds. Now, whatever is happening with those lights, it's affecting us badly, sometimes causing hallucinations and flashbacks. It also seems to bring the townspeople to their knees. I wonder if maybe they see that as like a sign of the end times. I wonder if the heretics see it differently. But what that means is it's not a figment of our imagination, where just about anything could be. It seems we're not the first to walk this path. Wait, come on. Somebody was either climbing down or up. Either way, I am gonna need that battery, sir. Thank you. There were those who tried to leave, some who were successful, but it seems like, except in the case of Ethan, pretty much everyone has had their brain completely fried. And I don't know if it's something to do with this place or something that's going on here. Maybe the belief is all that's needed. I mean, they're very isolated. It's an easy echo chamber. I have a little bit of Outlast Trials knowledge going on, but that's about it. My memories of this are basically nil from a little before this onward. What's that? We are drenched in blood, which makes sense, but you don't register it until you actually look down for a moment. Great, on top of everything, we're going caving. So it seems it's not as isolated as I would have thought. That was kind of going to be the one saving grace, was that no one's here. But I guess you can't have anything in Outlast.
He said she did it to herself. He said he was protecting you.
Does that refer to this situation, or does it refer to the one we keep flashing back to?
A church? No. It's some kind of heretic temple.
This is their doing, and just under the noses of the town. See, this is interesting because in the first game, there was Martin's church, but for the most part, it was just kind of a group of disconnected psychos here. Well, they're organizing, they're grouping up, and they're fighting each other. That's what we're in the middle of. And it seems like Lynn has importance to both of them, which is not a good place to be for those who just want to leave. Some kind of sacrifice? Seems like all their gods demand blood. Now, I think we actually have a decent number of
There's gotta be a way
batteries.
back to the village.
Yeah, we've got a lot. Also, I like how you reiterate the current objective whenever you do that. And it's kind of nice. It seems like you're mainly doing something that I really liked from Outlast 1, which is every objective being some variation of leave. We've seen people bound up like you even along the trails. Once again, it's a fine line between wanting to explore and wanting to conserve our battery. Even if we have a lot, you never know how long that'll last. My, this really is a dark bramble, isn't it? And how is there so much fog even in caves?
No. Please.
That's Jessica, isn't it? You having one of your little freakouts? I noticed it didn't seem like it was picking anything up on the camera's mic, aside from my own footsteps when I was first moving. That can't be here. That can't be here. Yeah. That's what I thought. Now, normally I would criticize something like this in like a found footage style game, but remember, we actually are playing as Blake and not the camera footage, so you can get away with stuff like that.
Any heretic's God delivers to you. Bind in whisk and bring the chapel. We will root out the outsider whore who's brought this darkness to our good earth. The tribulations are upon us, and we must make ready
That has to
for
be the chapel.
righteous violence in the name of the law. Last, God loves you.
The most horrific things imaginable while preaching nothing but love. Yep. That's a cult for you. But I wonder if there's something else going on, too. Like, how could something like this be this remote? Why was our first question to Ethan, after discerning that he wasn't in either cult, do you have a phone? I mean, look, I can even imagine not having any kind of coverage out here. No landlines or anything. But you don't even ask? Alright, let's maybe be a bit careful trying to negotiate this. Hey. So I guess this is one of those times where I'm not the first to try this route, huh? Oh, look at you, your lips are completely gone. One of the first things to go, they say. No light at all. I really like this short focus where it does create a reason why you don't want to have your camera up all the time. At least it's that there are times where you are better off just dropping the camera and looking with your own eyes, but half the time I forget that's even an option. It's just gonna get worse. Let's reload, but we don't need it right now. Somebody's right above. Honestly, I was half expecting to see that door close behind me. So what kind of scene have we here? One of these weird forest people ones. I wonder, and I don't know a lot about it, but would this be like some kind of, like, twisted pagan thing? March 9th. More children dead. Noth says there's no sin in such infanticide, as all are soldiers in God's army. Martyrs fallen on the field in defiance of the Archfiend. All those babies with slit throats and charred flesh will be waiting immaculate for us in paradise. Papa Noth also says that our sins find us in our dreams. Our sins find us in our dreams. But my dreams are nothing but the murder of my children, and I wake laughing and aroused, and often wet with the involuntary lust of sleep. I woke this morning thinking I was wetted with the blood of a child's slit throat, but it was wetness of my own making. The others are having similar dreams. We've dug a tunnel so that we may meet in secret. We gather and share our visions, and wonder at their meaning. I feel increasingly this is a message, but nothing holy. We may be in the basement of Val herself. I want to retract something I said in the previous episode. This game isn't pure terror. There is in fact a lot of downtime in contrast to Outlast 1. And it uses that downtime to just make your skin crawl. Not gonna be able to go out through there.
God himself killed his own child, nailed him to a tree, and hung him suffering for days before he died. And when his only son said, "Why hast thou forsaken me?" he said not a word. I am that I am. I am that I am. We stand guard in the cage through which the Antichrist will bring this world. We are at the cusp of Armageddon.
Darwin, you gotta stop getting involved in things like this. I keep trying to tell you, there's only so much I can do. We can push things like this out of the way of a door in this case, but right now it's helping us. Sullivan, Papa, Ezekiel, liar, charlatan, temple to gout, addict, coward, rapist, child killer. I am gone, and I have taken with me all with the courage to see the truth. Come after us. Hunt us down. We are waiting and eager to murder and every body you send up the mountain. I don't hate you. Could Jesus hate the Baptist for being a Jew? I could not have found my true vision without your years of ignorance. I could never have had the courage to seek the truth if not fueled by my anger at your lies. Your God is a child's superstition. Your faith is an embarrassment. The signs of the true Father were before you, before us all. And you, vainglorious, gullible, too stupid to draw breath, you thought the visions were punishment from an angry and ominous God. Your God is afraid because your God is no God at all. Your God is your own ego, vulnerable and false, an embarrassment. My God is no God at all, but he is true. And he is here in every moment of ecstasy, and his child will and tear this world to everlasting glory. I do not ask that you join us. I tell you, you will join us, because our love is greater than you can ever imagine. Val. Two sides of the same coin. Stop telling me to hide. In that she embraces hedonism and impulse, while Papa Noth's cult sees it as sinful, tries to cut it out of themselves. It's funny how easy it is to put it more charitably. Like, you could say Val just likes to live in the moment, you know? She's chill like
might
that.
be an elevator. It's up there, isn't it? Power's cut off. They've got to have a generator or something.
I love how...
The thing doesn't run on prayers.
Well, who knows? Maybe it does. But I love how I was already stepping off as soon as I hit the lever because I knew it wasn't going to work. Good timing, screaming guy. Right as that thing came into focus.
The ecstasy of the Lord. The sins of thine are bound up, and all debts to God come due. There's wailing, there's pain, there's blood, but it is joyous all, for we are in the sorrows of a travailing woman. From this arbor is the place of the breaking forth of, yes, the children of hell, but also the opportunity of our salvation. God is great, and not is his prophet, and not will reign. Not.
You know, I tried to document you, but then you start moving and I have to remember I'm not on Safari. Hey man, you got any batteries? I don't suppose I can climb up there, no.
You don't turn your back on God. You don't turn your back on God.
There's pain, there's blood, but it is joyous all, for we are in the sorrows of a travailing woman. This arbor is the place of the breaking forth of, yes, the children of hell, but also the opportunity of our salvation. For God
Just gotta
is
stay
great,
low and
and
quiet.
Noth is his prophet, and Noth will reign.
Not hearing anybody else out
Power
there.
of the grave. Noth
I need you to move on.
for even redemption will not be hidden from the split eye. We are robed in the crimson glory of revelation.
Please tell me you're not looking at me.
Rejoice. Revel in the ecstasy of the Lord. The sins of Zion are bound up, and all debts to God come due. There's wailing, there's pain, there's blood, but it is joyous.
Okay, I'm gonna... Should I try and cross over?
The sorrows of a travailing woman. From this arbor is the place of the breaking forth of, yes, the children of hell, but also the salvation. For God is great, and not
Sometimes
is
that
his
microphone makes me think you're right around the corner and I hate it.
power of the grave. Not will redeem us from death.
Nothing here.
Not be hidden.
So maybe I shouldn't go in there? You're alive. Seemingly catatonic, but alive. I can even hide under you if need be. We're around you. We can get into the cellar, yes. Okay. Any moment of respite, my own hand just scared me, but hey, it's that thing I was trying to show you before. So that's useful. I knew it. I got it. My God. I don't know how long I can hold my breath for. Okay, you're gone. Oh my God. That just happened, like, dynamically. go up. Let's not even try to do anything other than what is absolutely necessary right now. Because I just got a heap and helping to screw that. Normally, I like to be something of a completionist in situations like this, but I am thoroughly outspooked. Do you want to open? Open? Thank you. I have really come to fear the light. And the dark is where I had the only advantage. Now I know why SEAL Team 6 loved these things so much. Power generator room. Thanks for making it easy. Problem, this is going to make a lot of noise, isn't it? Okay. Simeon, I need to talk to you in deepest secret, because of your knowing the unctures and such, and medicines. I hope you know I do not trade any more words than strictly needful when we make the trip in the cursed world for gasoline and electricals, and other such necessaries as we can't make. I've got something friendly with the publican boy who sells us the pills Papa needs, and when I mentioned them as study aids, the boy laughed and said a body didn't need penicillin for studying, unless a body was studying gash. Have you heard of such things? I don't want to ask Papa for fear of I don't know what, but I do not want to accidentally poison him neither. Please come to see me. John. So this has been going on for a while. This isn't some, new thing. They've always been this way, and they do actually make practical, logistical runs into town. Try to keep things as normal as they can, but I'm sure they don't come across that way.
That's gotta be it. If I can find my way back to the elevator.
Looks good. I'm just waiting for something to walk out into that area we just lit. Oh my! No, right here! Hey there. Heard your sermon, was pretty nice. You know, I have to say, there's something really cool going on with the written dialogue here, where it's like... It's what TV tropes would call artistic suck or stylist suck. I can't even talk anymore. Point is, it's like convincingly uneducated. Would you ever have attacked me? I don't get to know. Locked now. We're being railroaded, folks. Somebody's out looking. We can climb down here. Bad stuff going on here, but if we can just retrace our steps, maybe that'll be enough. No, I didn't unlock. No. Open the window. No, the window's... Okay, we just need to walk down then.
This way is for...
Oh no, she saw me. I'm pretty sure she saw me. There she is. Okay, look. I have a plan, though. Oh, she's ruining my plan.
The God of Abraham and of Isaac.
What? I just jump scared myself with the mic.
And then the child.
You're gonna be doubling back any moment now. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to just leave. She heard me. She heard me, which was exactly what I was hoping wouldn't happen. Look how fast we move. I hope it's fast enough. Run faster, 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 faster. In, go.
I will be ravenous in my hands.
Established 1971, founded by Sullivan Noth, the modern Ezekiel. Their knives sharp for the enemy. It felt inevitable, like a dream or a memory, but not mine. I believe this game takes place in 2016, so you've been here for like 40-something years. Apparently we're missing a lot. Probably findable notes around that area.
Temple Gate, founded by Sullivan Noth, the modern Ezekiel. Their knives sharp for the enemy.
Okay, so are you going to keep just reading what I did, but slightly less? Because that's been kind of an annoying trend in these things. Look. Christ. I keep hearing what I think sounds like footsteps. But I'm not picking anything up.
Jessica. I've lost it.
I don't even know if you'll be able to hear it, but I do hear it, like faint singing. Excuse me, what is that? You're gonna have to bring me up to speed on what that could have possibly been.
Please, Blake.
Oh, we're cracking up again, I get it. I'm guessing this is gonna collapse and we're gonna be in the school, right?
We're not alone.
I'm good at this.
Please, Blake.
I'm not happy about it.
He's coming. Please. Where are you?
So I'm guessing some figure associated with this school did something to you, like a teacher or an administrator. And I'm guessing that's the voice it belongs to.
I'm scared.
So am I. God, there's nothing for this thing to focus on. Hey Lynn, I'm bored. Mr. Comover's still talking about the 30 Years' War. Blah blah blah, Habsburgs, blah blah. Anyway, I'm not riding home with you today because I've got journal. But I'll call you when I get home, okay? Sup, Jess? Comover's the worst. His nasal spray totally makes me want to puke. Journal, huh? Are you doing journal because you want to expose the dark truth behind the St. Sybil Field hockey team? Your dad is forcing you? Or you have a big sloppy crush on Blake? Shut up. Also, who should replace Comover's nasal spray with we should replace Comover's nasal spray with hot sauce. Also, really, shut up. We got a doodler.
This was Jessica's.
I should get a music box. That way people can have more meaningful seeming memories of me. I can't tell if there's someone there. You're making me double back.
Blake!
Made me double back. Let's find out what I think about this, and also see if there's more reverse dialogue, because at this point I have edited the first part and found that yes, there is something there, and it seems to be from the perspective of who did this to you. Now, I don't remember the exact quote off the top of my head, but it sounded like it was saying something about, like, thank you for killing the child. Yeah, it's specifically thanking God for killing the child, so... does that mean that...
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does that mean that you did it, or that this was really convenient for you? Now, why would a child be a problem for an adult? Well, I think we know why. And that image sort of lends credence to it. But we'll let you tell the story. You actually want us to walk under that. Alien Isolation style. Discipline, knowledge, faith, and morals. Pick any three.
I'll bleed you in the yard!
Time to run! Oi! Open it. Okay, we need night vision for this. We need up and over. Up and over! Go. Push it open. Yes. Okay. Remember that you can lock doors equipped with a lock. That one's definitely equipped with a lock. Down here. Down here. You're right behind me. We have a moment. Presumably you won't chase me down here. You will! Oh my god. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Look back while crawling left. Oh, well, you know what? Looking back doesn't really help, does it? They know I'm here. They know I'm here, and there's a bunch of them after me. There's a hole out that way. More importantly, there's not cultists that way. I can see you're right there on my heels, literally. Go, 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 go. I took too much time in that kitchen. Go, 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 go. Over there, towards the light. Through here?
Blow in the bloody city. Your scum shall be in the fire. Consume the flesh and spice it well. Or let the bones be burned.
Okay. Okay.
It's a children's bunk room. I don't like the fact that you're surrounding me combined with what you just said. Are you gonna burn this place down? Where do I go? Hide, 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 hide. Get under the freaking bed, you idiot! You idiot! Hide under the freaking bed! Why wouldn't you get under the bed? Up and out. Oh no. Come on. Oh my god, you can't pull? You really can't pull! Alright, up here then. Lure you up here. This way. Oh, come on! Can't push that into the way, so we just need to have enough time! That did nothing. Why did you take your hands off? Oh my god. What am I supposed to do about this guy? You're not crawling under things. You're standing up like a moron. Okay, I think this time you don't see us. But we've still gotta push that thing. Oh my god. Why aren't you doing it? Why won't you do it? Do I need to push you from this side? Come on! I just want to restart at this point. You know what? Hit me. Fine, we'll take the hit. Go. I don't care. No part of that made any sense why I couldn't keep going. I guess you're gone. So in the end, the solution was the thing I already tried and explicitly didn't work, so that's really annoying.
The chapel. Somebody there will know where they've taken Lynn. I guess this is where the magic happens. Chairs for an audience to watch. I only saw her afterwards. I couldn't have...
You don't need to take responsibility for a thing you see around here. This is one of those situations where surviving for you and yours is the absolute maximum you can hope for.
The fuck is this?
What else would it be? I guess there were too many for just one pit.
Ah, shit.
Kinda makes you wonder what the population of this town could even have been. Then again, they had 50 years. God knows what I've done, and he forces my eyes on it when I'm weak and when I'm scared. It was not my fault that Judah could not swim, nor the lust he felt for me. I would have saved him had I the strength. I do not doubt you, God, but please spare me the suffering of such forced dreams even when I do not sleep. I cannot keep watching him drown. Accept my death as penance, as I am newly heavy with Papanov's child, and racked with pain such as I have never known. Surely the infant in my womb must be the Archbeam, for the affliction of nightmares and agonies that fill and surround me. I am yours. So what I found is that beyond the basics, there's not really much commentary I can give on some of these scenes we come across because Outlast being Outlast, it speaks for itself. What I will say is that now that we've had a proper chase, I'm talking right before we were in the children's bunkhouse, it knows the sauce to a good chase, which is constantly feeling like it is so over. Like there is no way I survive one more second, but the map is designed so that it's full of ways where you can keep yourself alive for one more second. You always feel like you're just about to get caught. And in that moment, something that you notice in a split second allows you to get just a little further. That's where you get good tension from. And I always think that a good horror game is one that is not super difficult, but that feels really difficult. Basically, a horror game should go out of its way to avoid killing the player, but you should always feel like you're just about to die.
He's in the house!
Ah, great. So I didn't duck in time. We're going upstairs. Yes, I just said that. I'm trying to help you out. Let's meet each other halfway. Down. Through here? Nope. Not through the outhouse either. Over the fence. Nope! Straight into your arms, basically. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. They're already in here after me. I can see your flashlight chasing me. I can see the movement as you go arm over arm. Oh my god. That's quite a thing. Okay, battery change. Leisurely battery change. Nope, 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 nope. Yep. Hopefully that buys me a second. Oh my god. Keep going. Down. It's a good thing this place is falling apart. Come on, keep running. Stand up. Stay low, that's served us so far. I don't think they saw me go in here. Let's try and keep silent as we can while we have this piece, alright? Paper is precious. Any use other ways than the copying of the Gospel of Noth must be with the given permission of a deacon. Theft or wasting of paper will be met with blood punishment. So even the notes we've been finding are contraband, essentially. You have to be a heretic to even write one. Batteries. How many do we have right now?
Chapel's gotta be close.
Enough. In base Outlast, I often had a full stack, but I don't know if that's going to happen here. One would have to wonder just how an entire population comes under this kind of spell. And I definitely think there's something more to it, you know, those flashes, but it seems like a good portion did not. I mean, Val being the heretic, and all these people just dead? And many of them express regrets.
What the fuck? Am I losing it?
I think you just might be. Don't be afraid, you're going to heaven. They weren't just all killed as soon as they were born. I mean, fully grown children, which seems like an oxymoron. They were indoctrinated on the whole process. I wonder how much, if any, they would have fought.
Going to heaven. God, before they killed the children, you should have loved me. What am I doing?
You're drawing parallels yourself, unprompted. And look, I actually want to point out the name of that one is just Why You Have to Die. Awful. They were indoctrinated on the whole process. They knew what was going to happen. Well, there's no going out this way, but at least we're on the other side of a fence, which, in my experience, is usually a good thing. There's a door over there. This is such a good-looking game. Aim. The children should not fear their duty, but celebrate it as a guaranteed entrance to heaven. Remember, there is no pain in heaven. Poppy gave you life, and so your life is his. God gave you life, and so your life is his. You may not know that you are yourself, the enemy. Your fear is a tool of the enemy. God knows best. Engage/study. The whale saved Jonah from drowning. Jesus in the desert with Satan. Abraham killed Isaac in his heart. Project. Draw angels. Who could be the enemy? Literally educating them in paranoia. You know, for a prophet, this Papa Nuth sure elevates himself to be at least a peer with God. We just keep injuring ourselves. And that counts? Seriously?
How do I get over there? Fence. Could climb that. Just need something to stand on.
Oh, hide you in the blood. Hide you in the blood. For the storms are raging high. Oh, hide you.
Maybe we can push this thing? Document in a stroller. Mommy? Miss Carson said I could not tell you what they're gonna do, but she did say I could not write it, so please do not let them kill me. I love you, and I love Daddy. Juliana. God, they weren't all without fear. In fact, I'd imagine none of them were.
Pray with me.
Nah. I'm working. Okay, thank you for respecting my time. Somehow that note is worse than the pit. And the pit too. Note to self, don't buy property someplace with the pit. Well, it was a whole ordeal, but we made it to the other side of the bridge. Are you happy? Why am I lingering in the light? I should not be doing that. I think I just heard footsteps. Bandage. She might be on the prowl now. I'm just trying to stay to the periphery. Just trying to make as few waves as possible. Oh my God. I am heartfully sorry for having offended the Prophet, and I detest those sins because I have offended thee, my God, who is all good and deserving of my love. I deserve and cherish thy punishment, and invite more until the occasion that I am able, by thy grace and the grace of the Prophet enough, to sin no more. A punishment was carried out here. We can crawl through that gap in the fence. Convenient light so that we notice it. Battery. But we can't go in. Can we maybe unlock this gate from the other side? No. And perhaps we wouldn't want to now that we're here. Okay, I think this is the way. Nope. It's never that easy. This is Outlast. Things can't come easily. Then it wouldn't be called Outlast, it would just be called Last. Hey, so is it cool if I just take this? Okay, we're gonna need the regular text for this. Then God showed me the work that was to be forged upon the anvil of Temple Gate, a blade honed even to cut the throat of the spider-eyed lamb. And I gathered my disciples from the land of Al-Baruch and the town of Holy Faith, and from among the impotent apocalyptians in Los Alamos, all the time pursued by publicans and their tax collectors, hounded and harried, moving as we grew, a tribe born wandering in no man's desert. The Lord gave to Ezekiel more wives than brothers, though I turned away none, none of these guys. And I asked the Lord for guidance to the temptations of many wives, and a voice of strong wine spoke. Know ye not Abraham, Jacob, David, and Solomon? It is simply commanded that you take no woman as rival to her sister. Do not uncover one's nakedness while the other is alive, nor take your daughters as rivals to their mothers before their blood while their elder is alive. All I'm hearing is loopholes. Loopholes I imagine Papa Noth would have loved to exploit. And of your wives and daughters you will have your greatest warriors, in wimples with weapons that censor. And it shall be yours to multiply, to make children upon a legion of women, and children upon those children, and upon those children, until your line is a nation, for from your nation the enemy shall emerge. Seems like in many ways you're going in circles. You know what? I think I can live without that bandage. I think it may just be more trouble than it's worth. But we've gone in a total circle. So where to from here? Oh, we can probably push this. Man, that sure is a long way, isn't it? That sure is a long way, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess there was no hiding from that. Go. Yep, you have an animation for sliding right through. Where'd she go? Because it matters. Can't see much thanks to these lights, which is kind of ironic. Keep going, and please don't let her be right there. Just a little farther. It's always right before you're there that it feels like she's gonna get you. Yeah, that's what I figured. Nothing a swift boot to the face can't solve.
I don't know what the fuck your god wants from me, lady.
The fact that your eyes still glow even when you're dead. I mean, I know it's a reaction of just the eyes reflecting infrared light, but it still feels wrong, like light represents some kind of life force.
The chapel. The chapel is supposed to be sanctuary.
Yeah, well, you saw what happened last time. Let's have some very quick looks around, but that's all. It's a small grave between two larger ones. These bones were marked by the sin of Cain. Rest in earth till you rise again. The enemy waits in a womb unknown. Lord, use my jaw as a club of bone. Pay my debt for the sin of my birth. Hell won't wait, what a wicked earth. Stand your guard by your heart and hand. Be fit to kill the devil in the good Lord's land. O Zion, O Zion. Would now be an appropriate time for a comedic gulp. I just heard you moaning. Let's get the clean text. To the Reverend Prophet Sullivan Knopf, from Laird Byron, is recorded by Nick Tremblay. Thank you for the extra copies of your Gospels. I have gifted them to those among my flock with the brains and eyes still intact so that they may read, but we are in need of more sacramental, both for drinking and communion, and for comfort from our pains and disinfection of our sores. My flock complains that you have promised more than you have given, and though I can quite easily control them by the firm tenor of my voice and the heavy fist of my mount, I prefer the gentle path. You are most beloved of God and holy gift to us all. Laird. So another figure who has recognized, while still following Knopf, although somewhat, I guess, disillusioned with their leadership, that Caps Lock is cruise control for cool. We can hide in the confession booth. If that's not thematically appropriate, I don't know what is. Oh, like you're really thematically appropriate. What does it say on your chest? Judas. A traitor. Have your eyes been gouged out?
Mary! Not! Who's there? Who are you?
My name's Blake.
The outsider? The father?
I'm not anybody's father. I just...
Kill me! You have to kill me! North is coming back. With Mary. He'll hurt her and I'll talk. If you kill me, he won't have reason to hurt her. Please!
I don't know if he needs a reason. But if we don't, you're gonna do some turns on the rack. Is there any way I can oblige you? Because seriously, I have no qualms at this point. I feel like at a certain point long ago, this character would have crossed the Ash threshold. In some of his dialogue, it almost seems like he has. I mean, the way he just kicked that tall woman in the face. Oh, for those who don't know, the Ash threshold is a term that I came up with a few years ago for the fact that there comes a certain point in a horror game where the player stops being scared and just starts getting 1,000% fed up with all of this. And that's when you get to be Ash Williams of Evil Dead fame, the point where you are just all out of craps to give and dedicate fully to being as aggressive as possible. In a way, that's kind of what the Outlast Trials is all about. But that's a topic for a different game. What if I just get in one of these booths? I guess that is what I was supposed to do.
We found her, Desire. Trying to flee amongst the scald. Not the actions of a woman unburdened by an immaculate conscience.
Mary! Oh, God!
Answer your yoke mate, honey. He can't see you.
It's me, Josiah. Please, tell him I don't...
Let her go! Oh, God, Mary, I'm sorry. I didn't want...
God hates vanity. So do I. The outsider woman has this world's destruction in her womb. But Val and his apostate stole away the unborn enemy. The fiend's father is escaped. She will bear her filthy yield before dawn. We have only these few hours to find her and kill her and save this paradise from hell everlasting. Where is she? Where did Val take her?
I can't!
This is for you, Josiah. Make the woman scream.
No! No! No!
Where's the woman? The womb that harbors the Antichrist.
No! No!
Strengthen the rebellious angel for the child unborn. I have no fear. Strengthen the rebellious angel. I have no fear. Strength. Enemy of my enemy. Enemy of my enemy. Enemy of my enemy. Enemy of my enemy.
Guardian for simple laws.
Stop! Oh, God, please!
Where is the woman? Where did Val take her?
Stop! Stop! I'll talk! I'll tell you! I'm sorry, Mary. I'm so sorry.
Where is the woman?
The mines. Up the mountain. Val has her in the mines. You'll never get her back. Not before the birth.
We are the hands of the Lord. We cannot fail.
The world dies screaming.
That's America. Give the woman rest.
Mines? Where the fuck are the mines?
I saw feral creatures covered in sticks and mud. You guys may be awful, but if you're going into the mines up the hills to fight those, I think you might be in over your heads. And the worst part is, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Again, no need to document any of what we just saw. Only the aftermath.
They always hurt women to punish men. It's sick. It's cowardly.
Interesting. The way you said that suggests it's something you've thought about a lot, and I wonder if it relates to what happened in the past. You still jammed? You are. So at least I know where we're going, then. It's incredibly fortunate we happened to witness that scene. Feels horrible to say, but it is fortunate. So, where to now? They could be anywhere. We're following them out, essentially. And in an open area like this, again, the focus isn't supremely useful. See, when I see a shadow in the middle of the pathway like that, I get nervous. They opened the gate, but that also means they came this way. Alright, we pull that open. If nothing intercepts us while we're doing that, then I guess we climb to the top of that tower. Okay. Honestly, did not expect it to make it that far without anything happening. But there's always tomorrow. Or right now. Yep. See, that certainly seemed like a trigger. Well, there's no going back. Thank you, battery. How many do I have? 4, plus the one that's in there. You'd seem so peaceful were it not for the machete and the creepy statue behind you. Lord knows where you get him. Like, seriously, he's probably your supplier. There's tall grass, too, so we may have to be ready to hide. Infant cribs. They've got a pretty efficient pipeline going, haven't they? You're really gonna make me walk right past you. You're not pulling the bait and switch where it turns out to be like a doll. That's a lot.
He's running your way! Son of a
Keep in mind, all this is in addition to what's in the pits. Alright, we're gonna read another one of these. My least favorite. Wherefore gird up the loins of you that would listen, ready your mind, be open and sober in patience for revelation, obedient as children to parents, as parents to the prophets, as the prophets to God and his angels. For as much as you know that you were not made incorruptible by incorruptible gold, so are the lies of tradition received from your fathers, received not by immaculate blood, the line of Adam corrupted beyond salvation by the line of Cain, circumcised but stiff-necked, uncircumcised of heart, and ill-grown of your father's lust, who verily defiled the revelations of Abraham and of Jesus of Nazareth, and of Abu al-Qasim, Muhammad ibn Abd Allah ibn Abd al... Okay, I don't know if I'm even going to bother reading these anymore, because I am just saying the words. Like, it's not really... I'm only understanding it when I skim it myself, not when I read it out loud, is what I'm realizing. Like, I'm not paying attention to the words when I'm trying to say them. Let's go. Once again, I'm gonna try and just move on through. Is that alright with you, old-timer? Maybe I should go for a preemptive reload. Back in the cornfield. Did you just rat me out? Oh, Grandpa, I thought you were cool. Okay, hug the wall. Just hug the wall unless they do something really mean. I can hear them moving. There's a light over there. Oh my god! Well, that's no good. Go, 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 go. That was the worst place to come out. Lock. Maybe that buys me some time. Cool, I have this thing now. Didn't know I needed it. Get in the locker. They know I'm in here, but maybe they don't know I'm in here. Oh god, we're gonna have to go back out. I had hoped when I locked that door behind me that all I had to do was keep moving. Maybe there's somewhere in here that I can place it. I'll be honest, I got no idea where I'm going. If I can stop it, I can crawl through. That's just inconvenient. Let's wait to find out where I need to go. Good thing this microphone exclusively picks up on voices. Crap. Can't really hide under here either. Going up and looking for lights has always been a pretty safe bet. That looks like a spot for what we found. Install. And now everyone knows where I am. Hurry.
That should do the trick.
Okay, now I'm jumping up here. Come on, climb. Go. Go. Oh, I kind of thought we'd want to climb up there. Crawl through. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Your scum shall be in the fire.
I don't know if they're still on me, and I don't care to find out. They are.
That's Marta's piece. Leave it.
Marta's piece. What do you mean? I can't help but think back to the variant in the attic in Outlast Whistleblower, who wouldn't follow us downstairs from the attic. You're burning the corpses of your cattle. Animal sacrifice as well as human.
How precious to me are your thoughts, O God.
You must be Marta. Okay. Are we going that way? Or are we going elsewhere? I just got an achievement for using the microphone for 20 minutes.
Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thought.
She's whispering silent prayers to herself.
And lead me in the ways everlasting.
Jesus, don't you ever quit?
Banter now? Really? Okay, well, you were right there. I'm starting to really take issue with the fact that that's nowhere to go. Oh, but that is. I was gonna say, I'm starting to really take issue with this lack of focus in the outdoors.
There's gotta be a way through.
Oh, there better be. For a second, I couldn't tell if I was indoors or out. Yeah, what I found from playing like a lot of Outlast over the years is that when in doubt, just run. Just run, because you'll probably find something. Complications that could cause this not to work, you get cornered and die. It doesn't work if that happens.
Meat hung to cure. Hooks through their Achilles tendons.
And that's what this place did before. We can crawl through here. It makes me ask the question, why?
Jesus. Should have prayed for refrigeration.
God only helps those who helps themselves. Nothing I can take here. I still can't shake the document everything mode that Outlast 1 instilled in me. I often forget that we're not actually recording at all times. Do I
There's
even
no way
have
to
other
open
bandages?
Maybe there's another way around.
Jammed, because it has to be, because we have to jump into like our 4th or 5th gore pile of the night. Don't even bother trying to clear any broken glass, it's fine. So that needs to raise up. Till it does, we're trapped in here. Marta, my best beloved, my hound, my avenging angel, thou hast betrayed Temple Gate, has betrayed God, has betrayed me. Look deep into the heart of all you hate, and make it violence to punish that festering apostate. Thou must suffer, and beg for forgiveness that you deny. Thou must die in the darkness, utterly devoid of God's love. All who have joined Val must die, begging for the mercy you have purged from your heart. Let God be merciful. You will be only wrath. Let God be merciful. You will be only wrath. Papa loves you. God forgives you. Noth. Makes sense. You hardly seem to be a person. You're the enforcer. You're the unfeeling muscle of Papa Noth. And you seem emotionless, but in reality, you're retreating inward, acting as if you're being controlled from without. Okay. Can I push you out of the way? Or can I can climb back out as the bloodstains indicate. I could have done this from before. Really now? Really? So where do I bring this then? I mean, what good is that for me? Yeah. Yeah. So what am I trying to do now? I'm actually quite confused at what I would use a hook for in this moment. If I were to come back through here... That's why we can go that way. Well, that's awful. Okay, we're back in Marta Town trying to figure out where we use this thing. I know she's here somewhere, but I don't hear her. Well, there she is. Maybe I should have just run forward past her. Maybe I should have just done that. You know, that would have been actually probably better. Oh, you're coming straight for you're coming straight for me, literally right away. You don't need to see me or anything, doesn't matter. So how are we getting past that? I walked around forever trying to figure out what I was supposed to do because I didn't expect to have to backtrack.
From his fundament to his chops. The God of Abraham and of Isaac and of Jacob and of Noah.
Yep, there you are. I can't stand waiting around. Could crawl in there. Could... Come on, crawl through, crawl through, crawl through. Oh, okay. I was getting the hook for this thing that I didn't know existed. Oh, no. Oh my god. Go, 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 go. Pull. Pull. Go. Do not get grabbed. Just kick her in the face again. It works. Every time. Every time. It's actually kind of an unbeatable strategy so far. Undefeated.
Okay. Fuck. Keep moving. What are they doing to her? I'm so sorry, babe.
So that's where we're going. It's not just like 1860s openings in a mountain. It's actually built up somewhat, although certainly abandoned. Well, now it's some kind of weird pagan cult or whatever. Well, now it's like some kind of weird hedonist cult, but, you know, it was abandoned for a time. She's in there. And right as we get out of town, it seemed like a blessing, if only a temporary one. Now the fight's coming here. Hopefully we're ahead of it. Dearest Marta, my best beloved, most trusted, my intimate companion since your childhood, I know your faith is imperfect. I know that old worm doubt gnaws at your heart and tears wash your cheeks. You think you sin in murder, but hear me, as I have told you every way I know how. You would only sin if you had stayed your hand. If you do not chain a rabid dog, are you not responsible for the children it attacks? If you do not crush the spider in your infant's crib, are you not responsible for its venomous bite? If you leave a fire unchecked, are you not responsible for every innocent burnt? In every case, sloth would make you a murderer. You would not need lift a finger and still be a terrible killer in the mind of God, just as every life you do not take that could even maybe defeat the enemy, who would murder and rape the whole wide world, is killing by sloth. For the enemy is surely rabid and venomous and a hungry inferno. Hold fast. Push the knife. You need no forgiveness because you do not sin. Know that Temple Gate needs you. Know that I love you. That God loves you. Noth. It's very telling that you speak of yourself first and then attach the name of God onto your commands. So Marta, despite being potentially one of the most vicious here, certainly the most capable, she actually has doubts. Maybe something can be done with that, or maybe she too is too far gone. But in any case, learning more and going into these mines, which I really do not want to do. This game. Mines. Well, thankfully for my heart, it's gonna have to wait until next time. Until then, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. And I just want to say, for a game that I came into with a lot of criticisms, there are some things I like and some things I don't like, but I must say it is absolutely worthy of the Outlast name in every way.